Hey, welcome. So we're going to take a look at Bitcoin today. We had a new monthly open a couple of days ago. So we're going to take a look at the higher time frames down to the lower time frames, make our plans, prepare for the coming trading week. In the meantime, just like to let you know that I've reopened the Fight Club community for the third year over at paperstreetsoap.io. I'll put the link in the bio. This is where you will learn with me and trade alongside me. Go take a look, check it out. Um, I'll give you an idea what it looks like when you log in. Obviously, click sign up if you're interested in joining. There's limited availability. We want to keep the Discord community as strong as possible and retaining the quality. But this is what you'll find when logging in, and there's a whole bunch of educational lessons and strategies, and they'll be added to over the coming days. There's obviously the live trading. This is on Edge Sheet, so you have access to all of our trades, and of course you have Fight Club Discord. Um, so I look forward to welcoming you. If you have any questions, go hit me up in that chat bubble over there, and I'll be around all weekend. I expect this to be full by the end of the weekend. As I said, there's limited availability because we want to keep the community tight, small, and quality. Okay, that's the most important thing. And I look forward to meeting you all. Now, Bitcoin. So, what have we been doing this week? It's been been a bit of a tight trading week, isn't it? You can see we've just traded within this range down here. So, I mean, look, we broke down, okay, and then we've just gone sideways within this range, haven't we? So, let's bring in some high time frame levels. So, the monthly candle is important, okay? Now, why? Because we had in June we had that big drop, right? And then July we had that push up. I mean, it was a, there was more of a significant move across the altcoins. Bitcoin did have its move up from what 17 to 25, topped out at 25 this month, or sorry, last month, August. And August, what's going on in August? You can see we've just taken out previous month's high and sold off, and we're nearly trading into the lows, okay, of July. So that is a bearish looking candle. If we bring in the monthly open, let's bring in the monthly open, which is there for September, and then we'll bring in. I haven't labeled a monthly open. There we go. Let's make a new one. Save as. I changed over my trading view. That's why. There we go. So there's the monthly open. Obviously, we've got nothing, no price action to work with yet, but as you can see with the targets, it's going to be quite obvious, right? We're going to be looking at August low, July low, maybe even June low, which is the current. I mean, if you're looking at this price action, the way that is closed that month out, the probabilities of it hitting that high, August high, before it hits one of these highs are pretty low. But we could, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that we drop into these lows and completely rip back up the other side. Okay, so focusing on liquidity, this is higher probability. So I'm going to be looking for shorts into them lows. Now weekly, let's bring in the weekly previous weekly range. Okay, so we have previous weekly high, previous weekly low, weekly open. Okay, there we go. So we have the weekly open with the previous week's range. Um, Smashed straight through that that key SR which we had in there. We had that marked out previously, didn't we? On our last market review, actually, we looked at a potential support level, so I'll go over that again today. But um, I don't like it the way that it's sat on top of this level for a long time. So drop this down to the daily. So that's the key SR. I'm actually going to change that to pink. And you know what? I'm going to move that. I'm going to go there to there because that was a cleaner level. So we have resistance, resistance, flips, failure pattern, breaks underneath, bearish retest, sells off. Okay, Now we have on the H4, coming back to our previous market review, okay, which was it's on the on the YouTube channel. We marked out this low, didn't we? Which gave us this cluster of price in here, which we're sitting right on top of now. So we used the H4 candle, um, broke structure over here, and so that gave us this is where the market, this is where buyers stepped into the market around here, okay? We traded in, took these lows out over here, which we thought we might. And now we're sitting on top of the level, but I don't like the way it's sitting on top of that level. Now, things would change, and the way that, it rips higher, or pushes up, immediately gets slammed back, pushes up, slams back, pushes up, slams back. Now we have lower highs, okay? Back into this level for a one, two, three, a fourth time. Now, like for me, what I would want to see if this level is going to hold, because what I wanted to see initially was we were up here and I wanted to see it pull back and then create a low and give us some bullish price action, and then back above the pink we could enter again, but we would enter here. So it's dropped into the level. It hasn't really give us um, it's just given us some really exposed lows. Now, if these lows get taken out, okay, if it drops into there this weekend, breaks back above the monthly open, that for me would give me a clean invalidation and an entry, and then I could look to swing that back, fill in this gap up. Okay, that would be a first target, and that would be a really, really nice trade because we would know then these lows have been taken out into a support level, and it would have given us a breaking market structure. It would have been imbalance in price action, and it allowed us to get back in over the monthly open. And we know, looking at the data and the stats, we have monthly low highs and lows tend to form in the first week of the month. This could well be a low forming at the beginning of the month. What we need to do is smash below, uh, break back up above the monthly open, and then we could look to target this area. Okay, and then if we get a pullback and then a break back above the level, then we could get back in, and then we start targeting higher prices above here, and that then becomes the failure to break down. Okay, back above this key SR level, this pink, and we'd get a potential run at, even depending on the strength and depending on how long it takes, could get a run at them highs again. But that would need to set up perfectly. But again, that's something we'll look at in the coming weeks. For now, this is the plan. Okay, down here, could we get short? Now we're into a support level. For me, we haven't taken out a good enough high to consider even. I mean, see, it's taken out that high there, and it's taken out these highs here, but it's nothing good enough for me. What I would have wanted to see would be, I mean, actually, if we drop this, I wouldn't mind taking the short trade into these lows, okay, into these lows down here on maybe, let's have a look at the M30. So if we get, so I wouldn't mind trading into them lows. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Clean that up. Get rid of that. Actually, no, we'll leave the session breaks on. So we know we have targets. We have them three lows here. Okay, one, two, three. Now, if we pushed up today, we've just taken out this low. If we pushed up on Saturday, okay, and take out today's high, that will give us, well, I mean, the market would step in thinking it was probably bullish, right? But we know we've taken out that high there, taking the stops out there, and we've broken the structure there. So this was the low that created the high. Boom, sells off. Shows to me that the selling is stronger. Okay, and we're close to these areas of liquidity now. I think it makes sense to drop into them. If we could take out this high, okay, then get back below, I would be able to place my stop loss target down here. Okay, so it would be something like this. However high that went, there would be your risk, your invalidation. Drop that straight into these lows, and that's all we're looking for, because we know we're on top of a support level, and we know really we're just within a range, aren't we? We're not We've not broken out to either side. So taking these out wouldn't make us super bearish. It would just be a taking out early longs and generating liquidity to potentially trade higher, and then we get the breakout of the range to the highs, and we're looking for that. Okay, so at the moment, targets, how we can get in short here. If we don't get that opportunity and it just sells off straight into these lows, then we'll look for the original plan I just went over previously. Okay, hope you enjoyed the stream. Thanks for joining. Goodbye.